Hi folks, I am currently in Florida. I'm actually smack dab in the middle of Disney World. Unfortunately, I'm here for work. So work didn't cover Disney World tickets. I don't really want to buy Disney World tickets. I'm really more of the best things in life are free kind of guy. So, you know, I'm just sitting around tonight, nothing to really do, and I'm thinking, well, what could I do in Disney World for free? So I'm gonna go out with my camera and try and see if I can just take some cool photos that I would never be able to get back home in Toronto. Because that's the thing, like, you can be in the middle of an amazing place and not have any money, and I know that feeling, but don't feel bad. There's still lots of other things that you can do for fun, and sometimes just taking a walk around, exploring, embracing the atmosphere is the best way to actually get to know a place and really feel like you've explored it. Oh yeah, I guess some of you don't know, I broke my finger a couple weeks ago, so I'm still, you know, feeling that. I've been getting a little stir crazy because I can't go out and do a lot of the things that I normally do. I haven't really been exercising properly. I haven't been doing any extreme activities that I like to do just in case, because even if they don't necessarily use my hands, there's a danger that I'll fall down and brace myself with them, so it's driving me nuts. On the bright side, it's on my left hand, I'm right-handed, and it's my pinky finger. I don't think it'll affect me all that much for tonight. So anyway, let's head on out there and see what shots we can get. So like, to be honest, I have no idea where I'm going. Somebody really needs to help guide me through Disney World. I love Disney, or at least I did when I was a kid, but I mean, I don't really know that much about Disney World right now. My hotel room actually faces what I think is a pretty famous Disney building. I'll roll a clip right now. So if somebody could just tell me what that building is and why it's a big deal, because I'm sure I recognize it from something. There's so bloody many people around here that it actually makes it really difficult to find a clean shot. Still searching for the shot. So I've taken refuge in the shade of this random boat that I found. Because honestly, like, the wind right now is insane. It's actually shaking the camera on the tripod enough to ruin a lot of my shots. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna really do right now. So I may have to cheat this a little bit, and maybe I'll just find somewhere where I can take a photo that can be like a template to Photoshop something cool. But you know, that's just, you gotta learn to adapt sometimes. The shoot's never gonna go exactly as you want it to. So. Also, they wouldn't let me into Epcot. I found this line of trees with lights on it. I figure maybe I'll try and take a photo with them where I'll pretend that these lights are fairy lights or something, and I'll composite like a light trail going back towards me and maybe like a little fairy by my hand. It's not going to be the greatest thing in the world, but it's raining, it's windy, it's not the greatest conditions, and I've honestly been so upset with the photos that I've gotten so far. They've been garbage. So let's just see if we can salvage at least one cool shot out of this night. All right, let's do it. It was unbelievable how long I had to wait just so that there weren't people actually in my shot. I only ended up taking one shot. It's blurry, it's not even in focus, but I don't care because it was raining and windy and there's people everywhere, and I was just sick of just sitting on the floor waiting. Okay, so let's backtrack. What is compositing? Compositing is when you're taking two things or two or more things, and you're basically combining them into one image or video clip or whatever. And so most of the time in compositing, you're taking something that's not really there and putting it into a real space. So in my case, I'm going to be taking myself and the surrounding area, and I'm going to be putting a fairy into it. So you might be asking, like, Eric, why did you hold a light up to your face if you're just going to be computer generating a fairy to be there anyway? Well, then what's the point of holding a light up to your face? Well, the thing about compositing and special effects in general is the more you include in the actual real practical shot, the more realistic it looks when you add special effects to it, or composites in this case. So by having a light shining on my face, I get an actual practical glow. There's a practical light in the scene that emits light and forms a glow onto my face, and that's going to look way better than the alternative of me trying to insert a fake glow on my face. I also have gels for this little light. So I was just using this little Amarin M9, and I just used the white sort of frosting on it. I have other colored gels, like I have some orange ones and blue ones and stuff like that, but I didn't end up using them, and the reason why is because I wanted white light on my face, so that if in post I decide, hey, it looks better to have neon green or whatever, it's easier to tweak a white light to that shade than not. But I think for this one, it might just be best to use white light and make the light of the fairy white anyway, so whatever. So anyway, time to start processing this thing, and we'll see how it looks, and hopefully it was worth just sitting around waiting for an hour and a half. Alright, good enough. This is the final product. It's not perfect, it's not great. As I said, I only had one shot. It was raining, it was windy, there was people everywhere. I was by myself, so I had to take the shot, and I couldn't focus on anything that was actually there. But with a little bit of playing around, I was able to get something that at least now I'll remember this trip forever, based on how difficult it was to put this shot together. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. I'm going to continue with my work conference and not riding any rides at Disney World. Keep learning, keep leaping, and keep living, and I'll see you on the flip side.